With this recipe, you buy yogurt once and you have unlimited yogurt for the rest of your life. G'day friends, how's it going? Welcome back to Sam's Home Kitchen, where I bring to you budget-friendly recipes with sustainability in mind. I had no idea how easy Greek yogurt was to make. So Greek yogurt's one of those things that I think really should be a staple in my fridge. It's so versatile. You can use it to make desserts, sweets, marinate meat, make yogurt. The application is infinite. But the problem is it's not cheap and it's never enough. You buy a tub for like $6 to $8, that's 1 liter, and you just quickly use it up, and it's so much effort and so much money to having to go out and buy another one. So my mom visited me in May and she was telling me how she's got a yogurt machine at home, make all these yogurt for breakfast and stuff. So that gave me the idea, that struck me. Surely it's not that difficult. It's incubation of these bacteria. As long as the condition is controlled, surely I can do this at home, right? So I did my research, validated a few of my assumptions, and I'm going to show you how I make yogurt at home. It's so easy. It saves a ton of money. And from now on, I'm always going to have Greek yogurt at home, which makes me very happy. So if that sounds good to you, let's get cooking. So to do this, we don't actually need a lot. All we need is milk, leftover yogurt, and a bit of time and patience. Starting with our milk, the ratio we're aiming for is 1:4 or 1:5. That is 4 to 5 parts milk and 1 part yogurt. Next, thermometer, and move over to the stove. Pot on the stove and turn the heat on medium to low. We want to bring the milk up to temperature gently. I think we've all been there and done that, having milk on high heat and ended up bubbling all over the stove. No one wants that. Keep a close eye on the milk and bring the milk up to 85 degrees Celsius, or if you don't have a thermometer, turn it off just before it starts to boil. Now let it cool down to around 40 to 45 degrees Celsius, or when it's no longer hot to touch. This is the temperature we add our leftover yogurt in. Like I said earlier, we want 4 parts milk and 1 part yogurt. I added 800 grams of milk earlier, so for my yogurt, that is 200 grams. Give it a good mix and make sure the milk and yogurt are well combined. We are essentially spreading the yogurt culture all over our warm milk to give it a stable and favorable environment to start multiplying. Once it's well mixed through, we're going to keep it nice and cozy by wrapping the pot up with a kitchen towel. The purpose of this is to increase the thermal stability of the pot and provide an ideal environment for the bacteria to multiply. For the next 6 to 8 hours, keep the pot in a warm and stable condition. I popped mine in the oven on the lowest setting to keep it at around 37 to 42 degrees Celsius overnight. So we've let our yogurt incubate overnight, and here is the result. I must admit, I left the yogurt in for just a tad too long, and you can see the texture leaning more towards the curdle side than a smooth consistency. But don't be alarmed, it's perfectly fine. Store it away in a container, and it's good for a few weeks in the fridge. With the yogurt, you can tip out of the way and mix it in to get a thicker consistency, or grab a whisk. Just a couple of turns will give you the uniform consistency. If you're only after yogurt recipe, this right here is done. But I got a yogurt recipe for you. I'm going to make a chicken wrap using yogurt in the flatbread, the chicken, as well as the dressing. So keep watching. Piece of chicken into the pot we just pour the yogurt out from. Add in just enough yogurt to cover the chicken. Pinch of salt, some cumin seeds, squeeze of lemon, and some smoked paprika. Give it a mix and let it sit and marinate for at least 20 to 30 minutes. Next, move on to our flatbread. Grab a bowl and add in 65 grams of yogurt and 100 grams of plain flour. Sprinkle of salt to season and mix it all up into a soft dough. Set aside to rest and we'll come back to it in a bit. For the dressing, we're doing a tzatziki inspired dressing. Start with some cucumber, thinly slice it up and then into thin strips. 3 cloves of garlic. Crush them to release allicin enzyme and mince it up. Into a side dish. Add in some yogurt we just made and then squeeze a lemon to brighten it up. Some salt to season, and give it a good stir. Now the flatbread dough has got some time to rest, cut it into 2 pieces, dust with some flour, and roll out to about 20 centimeters diameter sized wrap. Over to the stove. Wide base pan on medium to high heat. Once up to temperature, add in our wrap to get toasted. Flip over once the pan side is cooked and we see leopard print char marks. Keep at it until both sides are cooked. While the pan is still hot, drizzle of neutral oil and add in our yogurt marinated chicken. This can also be done in the oven or air fryer if that is what you prefer. Once cooked, chicken out. Let rest for 5 minutes before cutting into it to lock in the chicken juice. I've got some beautiful rockets and lettuce thriving in the garden, so I also picked some for the wrap. Into the wrap, fresh greens from the garden, a generous amount of our chicken, some tomato for freshness, and finish with our yogurt and cucumber dressing. The cost breakdown is around the screen here. 1 litre of our yogurt costed us $1.59 to make. Alrighty, and there we have it. We've got our yogurt done and lunch is sitting right here. I'm just going to dive in and try to taste the yogurt and share with you my thoughts. The yogurt itself is pretty neutral, but it gives a nice tang and a bit of a creaminess. Add it to the dough to increase the protein, add a bit more flavor to the flatbread. Use it to marinate your protein. It will help to tenderize your meat and give it a bit of acidity as well. And obviously it's a really good base to make your sauces. Last night we had pizza. Instead of using cream or creme fraiche for the potato pizza, using yogurt, increase the protein, it's less guilty, it's less fatty. If you got some yogurt, if you got some milk sitting at home, I highly recommend you giving this a go. You will never have to buy yogurt again. Alright, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a like and consider subscribing. I have one of these budget-friendly recipes coming out every 2 weeks. Thank you so much. I'm going to get back to my lunch.